systems activated. So good.
I saw
Important session coming up.
One other thing, guys, sorry, I should say, I spotted is not super important, but KTM rider, meaning the two Tech 3 riders, you know, and the two factory KTM riders had one each. Now they're on all. They're probably still working on it after this morning's crash.
Yes, good friend moving to Petronas Racing, and Fabio Quartararo going the other way, of course. Generally, that's not one of his problems, is it? Because of his natural physical stature and his riding style. This morning, as even he fell into that catchy for a second. I think that result's come at just the right time, you know, for him, Matt, because we're coming up to a couple of circuits in Aragon and Valencia. Tomorrow morning's session, wasn't it, for Danilo Petrucci? He felt confident in both conditions, for your enthusiasm, and he said going back even to the end of 2019, when you have a poor start like it, he was unlucky, wasn't he, in that Jerez test? He crashed on the oil. Quite a big breakthrough with that in Barcelona, with some riding style tweaks previously over the last couple of years. You can ride a motorbike and you can put it on the top step of the podium in Mugello when you're racing Marc Marquez and Andrea Dovizioso, which because they can look forward to
in just his third lap, so we'll see some times changing.
He's just having no issues whatsoever in finding temperature in those tyres. Morbidelli immediately finds himself 9.754
at the top of this FP2 session.
Slight second session, the Frenchman there in 6th place. Great fight back through the field for him last time out. He said he had awesome grip with that medium. It was going to dry up like it did in the latter stage. That's why he went for the medium. Thought it would dry a little bit quicker.
Dovizioso now goes fastest Ducati, 50.2 for him, bettered by Zarco.
At the moment, just doing his work right behind this one, Alex Rins. You can just see him there in your picture briefly. Banished the mistake, the error last time out last year for whacking into Franco Morbidelli on the very first lap at turn 12, and that really cost him a chance to fight for the podium.
They're looking in good shape, aren't they? Vinales again, 49.215. The only way
with that long run where you need a bit of horse.
Just as you come over and around, and not losing out hugely on the speed traps. This time last year when we came to Aragon, they were around about.
Franco Morbidelli right now putting together another really strong lap here, the Italian. Through turn 13 he comes. Honda, he would have taken so much confidence from that performance last Sunday. He said now it's important that he shows he can repeat that performance in Le Mans.
Maverick Vinales just explained to Esteban Garcia, there his crew chief, that he wants a couple of changes made. And there's our first sub 149 then. 48.992.
The sessions in Le Mans last weekend, and Alex Marquez, 4th spot for him, 149,
top 10.
He's just there, isn't he, behind the two Ducatis of Yamaha and Dovizioso. 2003 when they first joined, they always put a rocket ship underneath their riders.
Bagnaia, Ducati's AWOL this morning in FP1 with the cool temperatures, just behind Bagnaia in that final sector. Great lap there from Joan Mir.
Yeah, so far so good for Suzuki. Happy in Hamamatsu right now. Bruno last year, 14th place. 30 seconds off the win he was here last year. As we saw Michelin Motorsport press officer Tim Walpole.
Yeah, he came into work this morning with shorts and a t-shirt on. Absolutely mad. The Suzuki team and Joan Mir. Joan loves this circuit here in Aragon. Before the season started, so let's just put this into to buy Suzuki and Joan Mir as the one they felt would be their best chance of winning. Has
interesting there as well to see Piero Taramasso keeping close tabs on it. 5th so far in this afternoon session. Does love this Motorland Aragon circuit. Crowd fans normally pour into this Aragon circuit, but of course the coronavirus pandemic restrictions meaning that quite comfortably at the top of the park right now is Mir.
You wonder, don't you, if Suzuki could start and finish a start of races when they've been trying to get heat into the tyres. So Mir
at his home Grand Prix in France, the elements conspired against him though, unfortunately. Favourite to potentially take a big lump of points out of his closest rival Joan Mir. Quartararo was struggling big time in those dry conditions and looked like he was going to surrender quite a lot of points to this man. This corner, quite aptly named after Marc Marquez. He loves that long, fast, sweeping left-hander. Over the crest now, on the brakes into the Aragon wall.
Sector 3, strong for Yamaha's 10th and a half there, so 4/10 clear now of Joan Mir's best time.
Yeah, this will be a Raro. A lot more stable than a couple of laps we've seen on this session. Yeah, 48.406. Job done then so far. And Oliveira broke his collarbone back in the Leopard Moto 2 days.
Good lap again, Deek.
Yeah, I mean, this is a massive 5 minutes now in this Aragon Grand Prix weekend because you're going to want to book your spot in that morning conditions. but you do not want to be leaving anything to chance. Tomorrow morning, 9:30, the programme will get underway for Moto 3. 10:25 will be MotoGP.
This could be a lap good. So yeah, the time's flying in now.
Yeah, Alex Rins is going to need to find something late on here as well, because he's now been pushed back down to 11. Q 1:48.839. 6 then goes the Suzuki man.
10 proceedings as well with
Former Tech 3 Yamaha teammate Andrea Dovizioso, his former Ducati teammate as well, of course, because that's pushed on 7-7.
49.0.
Yeah. What's happened here? This is Petrucci ahead of Joan Mir, and it is a very, very angry Joan Mir as well. The Ducatis just were not working, were they, in the cold conditions this morning? So that could be 8-2-3 has fired Alex Marquez into what could
been to, well, he'll stay fourth, might improve his time. He's just behind the two Ducatis who he was frustrated with a moment.
Top 10 right now. So Dovi and Petrucci take the checkered flag, and there was nothing going for them on there.
Well, what makes it for worse reading for Ducati?
Petrucci straight away post-session apologising to the Spaniard, and it's a thumbs up from Joan Mir. That's great.
That image there sums up both men. Danilo Petrucci is a gentleman.
On day one here, fastest in FP1, fastest yet again in FP from the Top Gun. He leads an all Yamaha top 3 yet again. Fabio Quartararo and Franco Morbidelli bouncing back from spills this morning. Missed their best man, but he's had a bruising day. Spills this morning at turn 14 and turn 2 this afternoon. So Le Mans winner Petrucci